Hi, Vincent. Um, Here in this video, I'm gonna show you how things work. Okay, for the video tutorial. Uh, so the way it works is when I open the read number 4. Okay, you can notice that the original range is just for one frame, no more than one. And what I did here is to stretch it and make it last from frame number 1 to frame 35, and also to be aware that to have an offset of 0 for frame number 1, for the read number 4, which is the first read note on the top, the one that is first one that start reading. So once I move to the next read, with read note, which is the 13, you will notice a difference here. This time the offset changed from 0 to 7, and that's very important to keep in mind. And also the frame range, I make it last this one, which is the read for number 1, from 1 to 35, but the second one I started from 36 to 71. So I stretch it 35 frames each of these read notes that only have one original one frame. So when I added 35 plus 35, because this one started here following the 35, okay, we can see it better here in the dub sheet. In the dub sheet here, when I move it here, the way here there is the 36. Okay, that's how long it will last the frame 4. Frame 4, this one. Frame 13, going to the dub sheet, same thing, is gonna last frame 13, because it's going to start in the frame 36. Okay, right there. This is this one here. So adding, starting 36 plus I will stretch 35 frames, I will have to end it in frame 71. So I go frame 71. With respect to the offset, this one, the offset didn't have any, so that's why it is 0. It's this one, the next one, which is the read 13. This one here, I made it with 7 frame offset. This 7 frame offset take place here. It goes in between these 2 frames overlapping. So that means that originally this, as you can see here, I'm touching it, okay, holding it, don't move it. It was originally here at the where the read number 4 ends here in this line. But when I put this 7 offset, what it did was to move the read 13 7 frames backwards. That's why you can feel here the 7 frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why I needed to do that? That overlapping and that offset, in order to make the transition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, to make the transition, for the transition to work, I have to use this Roto. Okay, this Roto open here, you can see it shows here. But if I go all the way again, this Roto is making the trick for the transition, for moving from this read 4 to the read 13. So if I go to the dub sheet, you can see it better here. I will unselect it. Okay, so in order for not to make any mistake, I will move it right here. Actually here you can see when I select this is those are the key animation for Roto 1. which is this roto here, okay, and it's showing right here. And what is that animating? It is animating. It's animating this frame here, which I created it with a cusped rectangle. Okay, it was original made for not HD 720, which is the resolution for this one, but for a bigger, which is like 1820 HD. So when the line for the time frame moves here, okay, the timeline line touches the first set of keys, which is this key here, 1, and if you jump here to the second key, it will jump right there. So that in between those two, okay, set of key for this roto, not the roto pen, the regular roto that says alpha, okay, there will be 7 frames off that is animating the switch between this read 4 and read 13. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there ends the animation, and now it's no longer showing the previous read, and it is showing the read 13. Okay, so that goes on down the pipe for this one, for every set of 2 read nodes. This one is doing the trick. Same thing now, the next roto node will be doing the trick when changing from read 13 to read 14. We go to the top sheet again, and you can see another set right here. See, this is the keyframe for roto 2, which is this one here, this roto, this one here. This one is animating. You will see that it will come into effect when we touch here and select it here. To see, it's showing frame. Sorry, it's showing the key 1, and then as we jump here to the next key 2. Okay, right there, moving here. We select it here just for you to see it. Okay, the one in yellow is where the animation effect take place. Okay, so jump in there. So now again, when it moves the offset of 7 frames for the overlapping between this read 13 and read 14, it will go 1, 2, 3. See, it now is showing the read 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now it is entirely showing the read 14, which is this one here, this one. Okay, and it is now doing the trick, the roto number 2, which is this one here, and then goes on, same thing. Roto number 3 will do the trick for changing from this read 14 to the read 27, and so on, goes all the way back down, all the way down until the last one. So I would recommend you just, let's say, not to change things out, and just to leave them as they are, but at least understand them. I guess they are set properly for the proper time, as much quickly as possible, for not to last longer than 1 minute, because apparently the people that will hire and take a look at this demo reel, they don't like it when they last longer than 1 minute demo reel. Okay, also for the text file here, I will jump to the beginning. Okay, for the text file, you can see there that it says there Beauty RGBA text 29 is working, but if you go here to the top where it's where it reads notes, the tab for the note is, then you go down, and when it reads lifetime range, I gave it a lifetime range. it wasn't checked, I check it here, okay, and I check it, and give it a lifetime range from 1 to 29, meaning that when we go to, let me see, frame 28 there, okay, it will start disabling, because it's gonna be after 20 up to 29 is gonna be the life for text 29, where it reads beauty RGBA. So if I go to 29, it's still right there, but if I jump to 30, it's no longer, and disable this one and make available the following text node, which is text 15, that reads 3D world modeling. See, 3D world modeling, and it goes on for the next one. This one is gonna last. If I go to the node tab down there, it will gonna last 0 to 58. So what I did is to take as a reference in the dot sheet, to take as a reference the lifetime of the lifetime of the rotos. For roto number 1, let's say, and you can see it here. Holy guacamole! I moved what I didn't have to move. Change it. Okay, this lifetime. Okay, so I'm gonna move this one here. What happened? Oh, I see. Hold on. I'm gonna better move it here. There's no right there. So this is what I use as a reference here. Okay, what frame is here when it is touching the keyframe for the roto is 29. Then there in the tech beauty RGBA in the tab node, then I made it to last from 1 to 29. So right there, I said after this set of keys here, okay, if I jump to the next one is going to start showing up for text 15, which is 3D wall modeling. See, 3D wall modeling right there. Okay, and also having the note that it will last from 0, same as this one. They all will have label 129. Okay, 258. So that means that if I go here, 57, 58, same thing I use as a reference here. See, you can see that I'm using as a reference the Roto 2. Then I try to end the lifetime for the Tech 29. For the Tech 29 to make it last all the way to 29. This one is already gone, but for the next one, which is this one here, the Tech 15, is gonna last until 58. So right there, when I change to the next frame, the next text node is gonna, this one is going to be disabled. You will see it here when I change it. You go check the 15, it will be disabled. See right there, and it's gonna start showing the following text node, which is the text 1 here. This one is the next one. Well, this one here, which is the third floor modeling, go to the node tab, and it's gonna last now 87. This one lifetime ended at frame 58. This one lifetime ended at frame 87. So 87 minus, which is this one, okay, minus 58. I give a lifetime span of 29 frames to last for every node. And how did it go? It went like this. See, actually yes, 1 to 29. Then the second one, this one should have been also 1 instead of 0, but I left it as a 0 here. I didn't. Oh yeah, see, that one was my mistake. See, As you can see there, the next one, text 1 here, text 29, sorry. No, let me see, text 29, 15, and let me see, and text 1, 0. Okay, yeah, no, it didn't affect to have a 0 here instead of 1 because we started at frame 1 actually. But anyway, the change for this one was, as you saw, 29 frames, okay, for everyone. That means that if I subtract the or I started adding, let's say, for the change between this tech node to this other tech node, the difference between each one of them was 29 frames. Okay, so just to double check it, you will see this one 1 to 29, next one 0 to 58, but remember that the last one was 29 and it's every 29, so 29 plus 29, 58, and that's how I came out with making this clip to 58. But actually what I used as a reference, as I said, was the key animation, the keyframe from the rotos as a reference in order to make it disappear from when I change it from one read node, this read node, and the next one read node during the time of the overlapping for doing the transition. Okay, how it changes? See right there in the viewer. See, right there it changes. See how it changes when I move it. Okay, so that's how it works. Also, another thing to be aware of, and let's see you tomorrow at 11 my time, 1 p.m. your time. I haven't been able to download your file yet and take a look at it, so please give me for Tuesday, and I hope we can meet on Tuesday at the same time if you have time. I will close this one here, and also I want you to make aware of that when I point here my arrow for the node graph and press the key S, it shows the project setting here. At the beginning, this project setting, what it shows here, what it is the name, is the path to where you have saved the script or the file, your Nuke file that you are working. Okay, mine reads here home because I'm using CentOS 7 for Linux, so that's why you don't see the C here as in Windows. So the way I did it relative, so that it can be all the files read within the folder that I recently mailed to you, the last one. Taking the information from the foundry, I found there a way to make it relative path, and the way how to do it was, this here was empty, was to press this here button, script director, and it creates this Python script. And this, what it does is to make reference to all this highlighted, this part that I'm highlighting right now. So for not for this one, okay, because this is the main file, a script file that you are working, this will be entirely like this. But you press the script directory button, it will create this reference Python script. That what it means is that this direction is taking effects by saying that it's reading all this thing over here highlighted, so that when you go and open the read 4, you will see that I only needed to add the 2 dots and a /. It is there in the foundry. If I file if you need it, unless you already know it. Then I can send you the reference there. But if you search in the Foundry how to make a path relative, you will see there that it shows that the only thing that you have to do is not to write the whole path, but just to write 2 dots and a / and then make reference to the directory that you need to read, the folder and the file right here, so that it shows here. Okay, you don't have to, let's say, go and write this whole thing again here instead of the 2 dots and / and make the all the way up to here. So you just put the 2 dots / and what it needs to read, which is starting after this project 001. It will start reading render EXR primary and all the way to the rest of the file that you need to read in order to display it here. And that is, I think it's this one here. Yes, right there. See? But your main reference here is the demo real 2020 Nuke, which is this one here. And if I increase it, if I enlarge it here, sorry, if I enlarge it even more, sorry, if I enlarge it even more, yeah, I enlarge it even more, it shows there, see, documents now, which is this part here. But if it goes far backward, it will show my name and also will show home. The thing is that it doesn't have enough space here to show the entire path. But as you can see here, it will document, exchange demo real 20 Nuke, exchange demo real 20 Nuke, breakdown for exchange CPU, breakdown for exchange CPU, Nuke, project 001, project 001, right there. The only thing, this is the representation for all this script right here. So this means that once I am in project 001, okay, here's where I have all the folders, and it means that I will have to read this render folder in order to read, see right there, render EXR, right there, render EXR, and the file, which is primary view TRGBA, primary view TRGBA. Okay, we'll go all the way down. Primary view TRGBA. Hold on. Almost at the end. So, right there. Primary view TRGBA. Primary view TRGBA 0030. Okay. 0030 right there. So this is the file that is this path is making reference to. Okay. So talk to you later, and thank you for watching the tutorial. And in case you have any doubt, we will discuss it further tomorrow at 11. Thank you for watching.